hello, you crazy RCers out there. If I insult anybody through that, don't be. I was not meant to insult. I put up
I'm
two
insulted.
new. I put 2 new videos up from last today on my Blitzer Beetle, and it did a hell of a lot better just from a change of a motor. So I hope you'll all watch that. Some of you already have. I know Frank has.
I saw you spinning out in the gravel in the parking lot.
Yes. I try very carefully to watch what I do. But let's but I'm sure that car was easily doing about 30 miles an hour, I would think, with just that RZ motor from Tamiya. Has 27,500 under 7.2 with no load on it. They say it runs efficiently at 23,000 mile RPM. So, and that's
going to be like 21 mile an hour.
Oh, it's more than 21 miles an hour, that car.
Was that your gearing, buddy? And only
15,
spinning.
I don't know that. I know I have a 15 tooth in there for pinion.
I'm finding most Tamiyas are 2.6.
Yeah. It should be about 20 miles an hour. Like that's what usually the stock speed of the Tamiyas are.
Well, I'm running 23 turn with advanced timing. That's been that's okay. Not adjustable, 24. But they put it 20. In there. What?
Uh-oh, Kurt. 80 mile an hour. Watch out.
Kurt did 80 miles an hour?
Yeah.
What did he do? It. I watched his last video and I didn't see.
Oh, he didn't post the video.
Oh, he didn't post it. Okay.
He's just saying what he got.
A lot of people all over the world are doing this.
Yeah, it's pretty neat seeing all the different countries and all the different setups and stuff.
Poor boy should be happy that a lot of people watch him.
A lot of people participating too.
Yeah,
well, there's what, like 40 now?
Watch him to get participate.
So right now, 51 is the top speed, and the slowest is me with 12 miles an hour. But that's because I ran a bad battery and I still posted the thing. I could have edited the video and not put it, but I said, fuck it. I'm just going to put it anyways.
Yeah, it's better than not doing it. Why not?
What's the fastest for brushed he's got? 51?
Yeah, that's that Jacko trade. That thing's flying. It's that
66
motor.
And the fastest is 66. So the brushed and brushless right now are very close to one another.
DK hit 70 today.
Yeah, today, yeah.
Yeah, but think about it. That we're over 50 in brushed, and what I'm seeing on that board, it was 66 for brushless. So they were close.
Yeah,
I don't see how you say that's close.
They're less than
51
miles
to
an hour.
56. 51 to 66 to me is not close, but
1 mile different. 1 mile an hour difference is a lot.
50, yeah, that's 10 miles an hour different. That's a lot.
But if they're getting over 50 and they're that close in miles per hour, even though it's 10 miles an hour or more difference, it's amazing.
There I am with stock gearing on 3S, with a 7.5 was this speed.
There's a #1 speeder.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Kurt?
I mean, Kurt has just shattered this.
Yeah.
Kurt, was that with your 2 pinions to get running?
Yeah. Those are my 2 mod ones.
And you ended up with a crash.
And it crashed, yeah. So I'm not really counting the 80 because I crashed it hard at the end, but I did get 71 without a crash.
Nice.
All 80
Car
still
fixable?
counts. Okay. I don't think he counts if you crash or not.
Yeah, I'm a post it, but yeah, to me it
Yeah.
doesn't count, but whatever. If he
Yeah.
wants to count it, he can count it. I
For
don't know
the
how.
real speed run people, yeah, you got to complete your speed run without a
can't-
crash.
Yeah, you can't crash. Used to be you have to bring it back, but now you don't even have to bring it back.
What, did anything break?
Just my GPS flew off.
So the car survived it.
Car survived. The body I have on there is 2 millimeters thick, so it's almost like a turtle tail. I mean a turtle shell.
Turtle shell.
Turtle shell.
Yeah, I think I'm going to run 2 GPS on it just in case I do crash and the GPS flies off.
Yeah.
Especially that other GPS that actually shows the speed on it with the LED screen. If it
Mhm.
flips off, the cover comes off and the battery can come out. So if it does that, then you lose all data. So we need
I'm
to get
wondering-
Brad a GPS so he can participate.
I don't have a
And a
TTO2.
TTO
I was
too.
gonna say, I can't believe you don't have a TTO2.
I don't.
Yeah, I know. I understand you don't, but I can't believe it because you're such a
Back in the
Tamiya
day, I
fan.
had some, back when I first, back in the 90s and early 2000s, I had some on-road cars. They were a TL01 and an MO1 and a CC01, which was made for on-road use.
I see a little thumbnail here. Green Hawk RC did a TTO2 speed challenge, walk of shame. So I guess it didn't go good for him.
That was me too. Had to do the walk of shame. And I had to hunt for part of the other half, the cap for the
Yeah,
little
well-
GPS.
You were happy that the Tamiya took the tumble.
Yeah, like I said, that the body protected it really well.
Did you see CK Hobby Shop 70 miles an hour run?
That thing was
Yeah.
flying.
It was flying, but what amazed me is where he's running it. Like
Oh
he goes,
yeah.
oh shit, the cars are coming, and then he's going with the cars and say, oh, they can't catch me, and then he goes off. What happens if you lose signal and the car stops in the middle of the road?
It gets run
I
over.
don't know.
Make a good video.
I had that happen to me, and a van ran over
Down
across
by the
the street.
Do you know where he's from?
Jersey.
No.
New Jersey.
Is he Jersey, CK?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
Because
that
I teased
accent.
him. I said Mitchell was the fastest guy in Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Mitchell hasn't done a run to beat any of you yet. has he?
No, he's been on
He's
vacation.
been out of.
On vacation, I thought he would be doing it.
He doesn't have a
No.
speed run or
Yeah.
his road. It's not easy doing a speed run, trying to find a road, just like today's road. It was so windy where I was, but I couldn't do it on the other road that I found because there's too many driveways and too many people coming out of the driveways still
Okay.
for
I
work.
thought one of your runs was in a parking lot.
No.
I just matched it, Kurt. 45.
Oh, nice.
That's a 1-to-1, isn't it?
Yeah.
45. Wow.
Dang. That's what, is that
48
48 pitch? Yeah.
Yeah. I had to use my adapter I had for the 5 down to 3.175 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I have other gears coming. They're just not
Hey,
here
Truck
yet.
Trek Joe. Haven't seen you in a little bit.
That's why I found gears too. Now that I know the match that I can
Right.
get, I think it's
I
what,
should have just went the mod 1 like yours off the jump.
you got to do a lot of tweaking to get those to fit though.
Yeah, but these, I'm at the very, like, I have maybe 0.5 millimeter of adjustment to the smallest side. Now I can go up, I can underrun the motor now. I can go probably to 47, 48.
Hmm.
But this was the biggest 5 millimeter I could find. And 48 pitch, it's the 45 tooth.
See, when I did my first run, I didn't have the controller synced to the ESC, and I
Right.
had it backwards. So the motor was running
Oh.
backwards. So it was doing slower forwards than it
Right.
was backwards. So then I finally figured that out.
Damn, this pinion's so big, it's hard to get.
You took that body off because you didn't want to hurt it. When you first run.
Yeah, it's all scratched up now still, though. All the paint's off the front bumper and from rubbing.
Yeah, you said you liked that body.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
still good.
Debating what tires to run, if I'm gonna run the one I got off Amazon, because I did not buy speed run tires, so I know they might not last, but I'm just hoping to punch it to get a high speed and then slow down right away. Like I'm not gonna try to hold it for a long
Make sure
time.
they're vented, because I figured out that's what happened to Jericho's where his tires exploded. There was no place for the air to
I couldn't believe that happened.
So one tire survived, but it had a gap in the glue. So it
Okay.
let the air out. And when I glued it, I must have missed the spot. So I could easily see where the air came out.
Hmm.
The rest of them, since there's no place for air to go, they exploded. So vent your rim. And the other rims we have are already vented. It's just this one wasn't.
So most people are not majority of them are not running homes that I'm aware of.
There's a
I
lot of
know.
people on them. I watched a lot of the videos.
I
And
sent you some
anyone
of the
that's-
videos from the guys in Britain.
Yeah, I watched them.
I watched a lot too. Yeah,
Guys in Britain are funny guys.
try to get some more.
Yeah. Figure out what they're doing.
Yeah. Hey, you get more subs that way too, you know.
Yeah, I picked up, I think since we started this challenge, I picked up
I'm up
almost
to
20 subs.
339
Yeah.
now.
I'm still missing a lot of people I haven't seen yet, so
Mhm.
must not be popping up.
What's up, Dirk, Guru? Like I found if I go to home, like after I watch one of the videos, instead of subscriptions, it'll pop with people that I haven't seen.
Dirk said that my run of my Blitzer Beetle made him want to take it, makes him want to take his out and run.
Makes him want to get one, he said.
I thought he said he had one.
No,
No, he said makes him want to get one.
Oh,
that new buggy looks cool though. I like that one.
oh yeah, I commented on you
BBX?
about that. I was
Yeah,
like,
I saw that.
I'm like, but you don't really like Tobias. I'm like,
I-
but you
know.
like that buggy.
I know it's Tamaya, and I'm not a big old school buggy fan either, but the way that one kind of looked, I liked it.
The BBX does look cool.
No, because you could run it without the panels on it and get that rail look.
CK Hobby Shop beat Jam's Hobby Speed on the semi truck.
The
It did
semi
1
truck.
mile an hour.
I was watching that. I didn't see. I thought he said 54 on there, and I'm like, so he beat you?
He's beating me.
Yeah, on video right now, he's beating him on YouTube videos. But
71
maybe-
miles an hour?
No, 54.
54?
Jam had 52 originally.
53.
Okay, sorry, 53.
Great.
So
I
now
had 53, he had 52, and then he went to
Okay, so it was 52, 53. Okay, thought it was 51, 52. Okay. So now, Jem, he probably beat him already. I don't know, but we'll soon find
No,
out.
I'll be
Yeah.
open. I haven't. My third gear blew
Okay.
apart. My gear
Okay.
selector, like the truck ran 44 mile an hour in second gear. It was humming, it went straight. I tried to switch to third, just ground.
Oh,
The
wow.
little three teeth that come out and grab the gear are melted off.
Hmm.
So Tamiya just shipped that gears today, but I found them on Amazon. They should be here Monday. It's going to be close depending on weather and getting everything done if I can get a run in. And I had a question. It says it's ends the 31st. Is that midnight on the 30th or midnight on the 31st?
I don't know. I'll have to ask the other guys, but it's midnight on the 31st, I guess.
Yes, the
That's
31st
what
is
your
the
that's what
final
I
video is
day.
figured. I
posted.
just didn't want to say like
Yeah.
if the video's not in by the 31st, it doesn't count because I know I'm going to be pushing time with getting parts here. And
If the video has to be posted before midnight on the 31st.
okay, cool.
So,
Tanks time.
We're on the same time.
we're on the same
Okay.
time zone.
I'm not, so
Josh, I thought you were using brass gears.
It's not the brass gear, it's the gear selector. It's
The
so
gear selector gears, the brass is fine. The third gear is fine on it, right?
yeah, I thought
Yes.
it was the brass gear had blown apart the way it sounded.
it's a little lock key that slides over and locks in.
Yeah, I can show it. I have it here.
And to believe they've had that for
So-
about 40 years, that transmission.
Where
pick up.
this, let me see. It's easier from this side. Where this comes over and goes into the gear,
Uh-huh.
these teeth that are supposed to be on here are gone. They're chewed off. Like, see how long second gear is?
Oh, yeah, you can see the fork
So
sticking out.
this one goes in. This one, there's nothing there. Like with no power, it'll grab barely. It's not even grabbing with no power now.
You can't take out the second gear one and stick it where the third gear one is and lock
No,
it in there?
because
The ratio would be
second gear has to hold to make third gear run.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
And
Kurt,
I might be able to flip first gear and just not have first gear if it comes down to it. I might be able to take first gear out, flip it over and put it in.
Yeah.
Because if second gear holds, third gear should. Second gear holds, third gear should,
synchronizers
but it's
are
going to be
missing.
close.
Oh,
Oh,
Psycho
synchronize
says
our-
I have a blitzer.
Oh, he does have one.
Psycho says I have a blitzer, so he does have a blitzer.
Yes,
Blitzer, yeah, blitzer beetle.
Blitzer Beetle. So,
Yeah.
Josh, I mean,
Synchronizer's missing.
I actually, Kurt, that you know that transmission technically been around for 40 years.
Yeah, but no one's got the parts for it.
I know. It's like, that's the hard part about a lot of this stuff.
Actually, there's a lot of aftermarket from other companies that have stuff for Tamiya. Tamiya's,
Yeah, they do,
Tamiya's-
but not that part. I've looked
Yeah.
specifically to see if there's like an aluminum one, a brass one, heck, even a 3D printer file just to make one run.
Right? Just to
Hey,
lock
and
it
there's-
in there.
Go
Hi,
ahead,
John.
See you, John. What's up, Guru? Dirk,
John.
Truck Tech Joe.
Poor
what's
boys
going on?
Poor boy RC might be with us on Thursday.
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
Poor
Poor
boys.
RC.
Heck, there's 5 of us technically with Jericho running it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's a bunch of us that are all on these lives together right now.
And if my buddy
Cool.
And he's on.
decides to enter, I build another one right here. This is an escort rally with a DR10 setup in it.
Believe it or not,
It
there
hit
is-
33.
there is a new rally car coming out. The Ford Focus RS from 2003. It's just the plain street version. I think that's coming out. By the way,
Cool.
Yeah.
So Brad, how did you enjoy the on-road racing for my series? The full
I want to
videos,
know who Stranger is. Why is his name Stranger?
because that's his name. His name is really Allah, Alla. That's his name in Inuit, which means stranger.
Okay, that's a strange name.
And when parents tell you don't talk to stranger, you don't talk to him.
You made a joke like that to him?
Yes.
You're John's still beating everybody.
Oh, John's doing real good. When I race
gave him
against him,
50
I give
bucks.
him, yeah. When I race against him, I give him a hard time, and my son actually gave him a hard time. That last race, it was friggin' close for him and my son. He still has learning to do, but he's only 13. He's learning.
Well, we know some kids can be prodigies when it comes to those cars, and even crawlers. I always go back to Aaron's son. He was great at 5 years old, beating him adults.
Wet Red.
I was thinking you should you guys will talk about the race with Poor Boys, but you should also talk about all the metal chassis he has for so many of his Mayas. That would be an interesting conversation to have too.
Mhm.
That there are manufacturers out there making those for them.
Yeah, I haven't had time to watch some of his other videos.
No, but he has several metal chassis conversions that were made by this company for Tamiya cars.
And he is in Vancouver time.
Oh, he's out of Canada too, huh?
This is the first time Hezekiel has been here. I just subbed to him, and I'm glad he's following me real good.
I am here and need to sleep. Well, good night. Go to bed.
Where are you, Hezekiel?
It's 4 a.m. where he is.
Oh, he's in Europe.
God, I wanted to tell CK to suck it so bad. I didn't though. I was like, oh no. Well, 71. I was like, I held my tongue.
Well, that
Oh, yes. He says he's from Sweden.
his commentary after that run was interesting.
Right. Now that's pretty quick though for a truck like that.
Oh, absolutely. It was impressive. That truck was moving.
Yeah, I'm surprised it went like that and it ran so smooth like that.
And he actually hit the sidewalk and landed back on the wheels and kept going.
Oh, I had a
Curb, I
couple
mean.
of flips.
That's what I
My
did on
car-
this 71 run.
My Blitzer Beetle flipped a couple of times, but I never had to go and get it. It flipped back on its wheels again all the time today. I was happy for that. When it would flip.
Well, my gearing app tells me I should be doing 105 with mine, so I have no idea what I'm going to do, but I got a couple modification for the body to make sure it stays on the car and for wind flow. And then I might run into more.
Goodbye. Good night, Hezekiel.
Just make sure you tell your don't say one more run. That's when it goes bad every time.
This was cool. I'll do one more.
Cheers. Have a good night. Yeah, that was my problem. Oh, let's do one more. Final one. Don't say
That's
it.
what I said right before the semi cartwheel.
Ezekiel, if you're still there, Ezekiel, there's another guy who watches us who's in Sweden.
A lot of Germany guys in this too.
Yeah.
Well,
Cheap.
they
My
like to
little
race
fan
them.
on top of my.
They have some good racetracks. TK's here. They like to race them a lot in Germany. They were videoing races with these cars, the TTO ones and TTO twos, and they
Yeah.
run them in the rain. They race them in the rain. It's fantastic to watch them run in the rain because technically races will still run in the rain. Those cars will still, in real life, would still run in the rain.
Would they run in the rain?
Yeah,
Technically, they'd run in the rain.
yeah,
Technically?
they run
What's
in the
up,
rain.
Ben?
Not just
Sure.
technically, they
Okay.
do run them in the rain. I prefer to watch the
CK
RC
Hobby
run in the
Shop?
rain. What?
CK Hobby Shop is in the chat. CK, Kurt did beat your speed. Just as a note. He hasn't posted
You
the
okay,
video
Kurt?
yet, but he did.
Yeah.
And I'm debating on running mine tomorrow or not, but I'll have to run it without the fan. So the fan has bit the dust. So hopefully it should still be good for a quick run and not
Yeah, you'll be fine.
bashing. So
Smeagol likes the ring.
Especially if you consider you're turning your gearing down.
I'm running 29.55.
Yeah.
What speed did you get?
71.
What?
He asked what speed you got. You
He's
said
asking what speed did
I
you
got
get?
I got 60, 71, and 80.
Did you get 80? You didn't say
Yeah.
that. I didn't know you
Yeah,
got
He
80.
did say that.
Yeah, he got
was
80,
my
but
first
crashed
one.
on 80.
I crashed on both of them, but the 71, it bounced back on his tire and kept rolling.
And it survived the beating.
Yeah.
You probably thinking, I misjudged the toughness of the Tamai, or thinking just because of the shell, but still you thought something else would have broken, but it didn't.
Yeah, no, it's the whole, like I said, it's like a turtle shell. That thing's strong.
Like compared to the other cars you have for speedrun, how is that one for speedrun compared to the other one to get up to 80 miles? Did you have less trouble with the other manufacturers or with the Tamiya?
Less trouble with the Tamiya. The Fortec was too squirrely. Couldn't keep it straight.
Okay.
And
This one at
Tamai
least
has
stays
upgrades.
straight.
Tamai makes upgrades, and other people make upgrades for that steering, anyways.
It's a
so.
stock though. This ain't. There's no
Yeah, so
upgrades.
that you really must have that dialed in for the stock. You must have put some shims in it and everything.
Yeah,
Is that the plastic drive shaft still, Kurt?
Yep, plastic drive shaft still and everything.
Nice.
Oh, really? Wow.
I use
I did the
white lithium grease on the grease too.
I did the spring mod that Adventure Time showed to help the drive shaft, and I felt like this last run it really
Well,
It's the aluminum one though, right?
Yeah.
well, we've proven that the Tamayas are tougher than you thought, even regardless of your turtle shell.
He's all no problem. I got that.
well on the 2S. This is supposed to be geared for 87.
Why are you running 2S when you're allowed to run 3S?
More videos.
Yep, I'm creeping up on it. Jericho's on 3S, but
Yeah.
we haven't done the gear mod on his yet. His is still 6639.
Yeah, CK. I haven't done the gear change yet either, buddy. So stay tuned.
What do you
Yeah,
mean you
my
haven't done the
51
gear
was
change?
on.
Smeagol.
Oh, I can
Smeagol
fit a
likes the
bigger
ring.
gear in there. I've already
Yeah, he can.
got them
Okay.
sitting on my desk.
You can basically underdrive the motor.
Yeah. Oh.
Eagle likes the ring. That's what Kurt sounds like.
Although that Euro truck, man, that thing was flying. I can't believe how smooth it looked going down the street.
Yeah, it was very balanced
Yeah.
for that thing being a giant air dam.
Yeah. For big old.
You know, those Euro trucks, I swear on some tracks, they're hitting close to 100 miles an hour, those behemoths. This is going to be a
what
100
type
mile
of
an hour
was he running?
challenge.
To get 70 with stock gearing, he must have been running a very high turn motor. I mean, like
He's
a
running a
Low
5 turn.
turn motor, a low turn motor.
high turn.
He
Low
said
turn
it's a
if you go
5 or
by
5.5.
3.5, 2.5.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm shooting for, buddy. 100 miles an hour.
No,
You'll
me,
see
I'm
Kurt
gonna run with
jumping up
this
and
gear.
down
That's
by his pickup truck.
With that body I have is I could take some good tumbles and I don't think anything would ever happen to that car.
10,000 kV.
Yeah, what is that? A 4.5?
true, but it's up there.
Hey, I
It looks
bent my drive shaft in the King Hauler. Will it still grow, you think?
Yeah,
Anybody know?
it should. It'll just vibrate a little bit.
A
Yeah.
3.5 is 10,008. So it's around a 4.0
Or
four turn.
Don't forget there's a company that makes a 1.5 turn brushless. But no one's brought that one out.
oh, he said a 3.5 he's got. They
We'll see what happened now.
A-Main's got a what is it, a 3.5 in there right now for like $28.
That's
So
cheap.
apparently
That's cheap for a 3.5.
Yeah.
they're
he's-
flopping this gear. It wasn't letting it engage all the way.
That's what I thought. You could
Don't
just
give
put a
away
bunch of
all the
shims in there to
secrets,
shim it in there, right? Just leave it in third gear.
Well, the
I don't know
plastic
anybody who
holds the
owns one.
actual output shaft. The gear just is. The plastic engages the gear, but it looks like first gear is the same as third. So I can flip it and just take first gear out until the parts come. And then I got to shim the gear back a little bit so it stays engaged. That looks like what happened.
Hmm.
50 repeated 50-mile-an-hour runs just
Yeah, they start beating things up. I should get my
Yeah.
new drive shaft Thursday.
You're getting a metal drive shaft. Was it titanium, you said?
Titanium, yeah.
Just getting that wobble out of that drive shaft.
It's
Well,
all
probably
one piece. Yeah, it'll keep it all together.
But
Although
you
it's not-
managed to do great. You managed to do great things with the plastic one. People are now going to know that it can actually take a decent amount of speed.
It's running smooth right now, which I'm very impressed how smooth it's running with that plastic in there.
well, it doesn't have much room other than back and forth. It's just
Well, I thought
when
it
it's
would. I thought it would bow, like, you know, get the
Right.
wobble in it.
Aluminum.
To
Alley-
me, that's pretty impressive. Got that speed with the stock, a lot of stock thing in that TTO2.
It's all stock.
yeah.
It's all stock, but the gearing.
After this tampon warning 2S semi challenge is over, I'm gonna put a 3S in the semi then day 4S.
Nice. Burn her up.
Long as Josh hopes to get what maybe 1 or 2 more runs before it's quitting time.
We'll see.
And then it's time to send it to Keith to quick the Pork Chop
Hey,
Express.
Dirk, hey, Sergeant. Hey, 907.
See you, Robert.
As long as Keith is still down for that.
What's up, Sarge?
So Keith, you gonna make a video of that Traxxas yet?
Praxis.
Well, this thing, I
Yeah.
stopped working on it for a
It is
little
a-
while.
Okay.
I did get new shocks though for it. That came in.
Are they green?
And I got your, yeah, I got the Josh, I got your box.
Cool.
Good.
You told me not to send shocks because you were getting the other ones.
Yeah, I got some right up here.
Here comes Jason. 120 amp ESC semi can handle it. I think I can do 80 mile per hour with my rig. It's dialed in nice and smooth.
Hopefully you find a better spot than where you at,
Big-
because
big
there's a lot
door
of
shocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kurt said,
Yeah, those
good luck,
green
everybody.
shocks.
Mm,
Catch me if you can. I know all them other cars got plenty of power in them, so. Just who can keep their car on the ground the longest.
Like the Aurora Borealis because they're mostly
And mine was fine till it spun around, and that's when it caught the air in the back. I even put my brake down to next to nothing, so I couldn't slam on the brakes and it spin out. But it didn't even
Yeah.
help.
Mine is set at 25% right now when I hit the brakes. Maybe I should bring it down more.
I can't remember what I set mine at, but yeah, when I bring it back to me, it just keeps rolling past me. I got to bring it back again.
Hey, Guru.
Dang, yeah, your semi is moving good too. There's CK 120 amp ESC in there. Nice.
the cars give the added thrill of adrenaline, makes it exciting.
Yep. To me, I was like, now I'm like, okay.
It's outperformed your expectations, is what you're trying to say.
Yes, it has. I still think it's plasticky, but yes, it's a very strong plastic.
I told you they've changed their formula for the last 40 plus years.
Still looks, the shininess of it just looks real plasticky to me. So
They have ones that are satin finish too, which are even higher grade than that.
Yeah, Josh, for those 2 gears that you showed me for the model numbers, those are for the TTO1. If you fit them in the TTO2, you got to cut down the 2
The
teeth.
motor spacer, yeah. I found that too.
I was there. I put it in, then I'm trying to fit the bearing and it's not going in. I go, what
Right.
the heck? And then I took it back apart and I noticed that. I go, okay, I can fix that.
Wind wall. Oh, you're talking about aerodynamic wise, wind wall.
I'm not sure what he means by that.
Where Brad said that it needed a certain amount of aero to go that fast.
Okay.
Yeah, some cars are actually aerodynamically limited.
Yeah,
That's
you would think that Euro truck would be that way, but it
Hmm.
thing ran nice and smooth.
Well, a
Mhm.
lot of people say that the brick-looking NASCARs are actually a slippery brick, the way they do aerodynamics on them.
Means
Yeah,
I got
like-
a slippery bit Kia.
It's a myth.
Watch out, CK. You just need to be careful with all them cars.
That's a busy road too.
Yeah.
That is, if it was
some-
a myth, then manufacturers wouldn't said drag limited.
I was telling my wife that people are doing this speed challenge and I'm in it. And what is nice with this speed challenge is the chassis is very affordable. Like the TTO2 kit is one of the most affordable kit to buy. And out of the box, it's not bad, but just with a few modification, you can make it go fast. So it's
Yeah.
kind of interesting.
And handle well.
Yeah, for $130 or 100 and, around that area. With a body.
Handle well, Brad. Handle well, that's a big word because there's so much upgrade to do on the TTO2 to make the steering tighter that stock, it does not handle well. But you can still do speed with it. But if you really want to handle well around corners and race with it, yeah, you got to put a lot of money in it. But to do speed run, to go straight, this is just fine.
Well, yeah.
Did you put a gyro in it?
In his stock one, so that's why it's running straight.
Kurt, did you put your gyro on yours?
Nope.
No.
I have it in there, but I didn't turn it on.
Yeah, I turned
We
mine
tried-
on for the hell of it.
We tried the gyro on Jericho's and it ran better without it. Just
Yeah.
turning the
I do better without it. Racing, all that stuff. I can't. It makes me all whacked out. What I do? I did 60. I said.
Well, that's what I like with this because you just turn the dial and you can actually turn it off right away or just turn it on just a little bit. So that's
Yeah.
nice with the dial on the radio
That's
link.
what I did with my Blitzer Beetle today because I wanted to make sure it just didn't keep going in a circle. I use between 5 and maybe 15% at the most
Okay.
because it does wonders for the Hornet.
It doesn't work. First gear is a different size.
You got a radio link, Brett?
Oh, is it?
Nice.
That's a bummer.
Now you got to put it all back together. Just keep it apart.
Yep.
Your part's going to be in a couple.
I was gonna
Well,
say.
I can put half of it together.
So who is all in the chat room today?
I see 907 CK and Guru when I go to participant.
Curb
Cypher's
Crusher
there.
Kurt taking nice about the T word.
Yes.
I mentioned
Yeah,
that
on my own road racing. On my own road racing, Stranger was always hitting that one curb.
yeah,
one curb and he was
everybody's
always-
hitting it. I'm like, you got a Kurt there. Hey Nathan. I took
your
it out and put my Nathan, I put my RZ motor from Tamiya in it. Runs a hell of a lot better.
Well,
Yeah, I was been anguishing on what car I should put it in, and that after what happened the other yesterday with the 21 turn, I'm like, oh, let's just put the RZ in there, and it was the right thing to do.
Be right back.
So you still 26, 27, Kurt?
Yes.
Yes, it's a 23 turn with lay down brushes, and it's got timing on it that's stock. You can't adjust the timing, but it's already set in there. I've heard it's between 20 and 35%, but the timing on it, that's what I've heard. I don't know how true it is, but there's enough timing on it. With 7.2 volts, with 7.2 volts with no resistance, without putting it on the ground, it'll do 27.5. They say it's most efficient at 23,000 RPM. But my Kyosho Beetle is causing me problems, and I'm real upset about it.
Yeah, what you doing, Brad?
Huh?
What's it doing?
It's I don't know if it's an ESC or a receiver problem. It's sometimes totally cutting out power to the wheels, front and rear, and then sometimes it shuts off the rear and it still turns. And it's when it's running, it's fast with the BZ motor I have in it.
Just cutting out in and on you.
Yeah, in distance, and then it was doing better closer to me, and then that stopped working the rear wheels towards the end of my runs. I started videoing it, but I wasn't getting anything worth watching, so I erased all of them.
Yeah. Sounded like my Stampede just not running right. Cutting in and out.
I think I'm going to have to replace 2 items. I think I have to replace the receiver and the ESC, because it won't let me run with the lights on it. It runs a few feet and then stops. And all I have is 2 front lights.
That's Radio Link too. You got that on the Radio Link?
Yeah, but sometimes I get problems with some of the Radio Link receivers. It seems to be having problems inside that car for some reason.
That's right. We can't edit these things, huh?
Was it crickets?
Nope.
What, the runs?
Yeah.
Poor boy's not letting you edit them in either.
No, you can't edit it because then people think you're,
Cheating.
yeah. I just
Because
wanted
you are
to,
cheating, or you're a cheater.
I just wanted to zoom in so you can see the crash.
I think you can zoom in, you just can't cut time out.
Yeah, we'll do a second
Are you
one.
using iMovie or what?
No, shotcut.
Shortcut, like I do. Yeah, Kurt, just do the full run and then like edit it right at the very end, show the crash. Do that.
I know with iMovie, I can just like copy that segment and then put it at the beginning.
Well, that's what I could do too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, a shortcut, you can do the same thing, or put it at the end or whatever.
Yes, CK, I am working on that trans. I was seeing if first gear would line up with third gear, but it won't. So I'm still waiting on parts.
You don't have the nectar of the gods, Josh.
No, not tonight.
I need that too.
You need some nectar of the gods.
I need something. Eat some kind of nectar.
Well, we'll see if he scores this or not.
He's been pretty liberal with that stuff.
I'm
bye,
still not
Robert.
going to count it. 80 miles an hour. Stupid.
What's
Yeah,
the cheapest 3S 3S ESC I should get if I want to do this speed run test? 'Cause I don't think I have anything 3S here already.
you're just trying to pick up a whole system, like.
Well, I thought about just using the ESC out of the LMT. It'd be easy to take out and put in
That's a
here.
4S system.
So you can run
Oh,
3S
yeah,
in it.
I know you could run 3S in it.
Mine's a 6S system.
Mine will do 6S.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was thinking about grabbing that since it's down right now anyway, and I'm not really running it right now. I could use that, and it would run this thing no problem
Yep.
if I was to do it on TTO2, and I already have a motor that would mate right up to it. The only thing I'll have to figure out is the spur gear
Figure out the gearing.
and the pinion. Yeah, the pinion and the spur. I got to figure that out because I don't know what to
Yeah,
use.
is there a place on the base you could run it?
No, but I have that spot that I have now.
You have a spot off the base.
Yep, right outside the gate, like a couple miles.
It's not hard. The outside the gate is not busy, is it?
Yeah, it's busy. This is Colorado Springs, man. It's super busy around here because we're connected to the airport. It's always busy. There's a bunch of Amazon warehouses right by us too. Makes it even more busy.
I recorded myself of walking around trying to find the stupid piece.
RC all-wheel drive. That's funny. They couldn't say RC four-wheel drive, so they said all-wheel drive.
They're a whole different company.
Yeah, I didn't know if they exist. I didn't know that they existed. I don't think I've ever seen RC all-wheel drive. Or is that the body or shocks?
Me?
Yeah.
Shocks.
They
Yeah,
do
it
a
says
lot of parts.
RCAWD. Yeah.
Yeah, they
RC
do
all-wheel drive.
a lot of little parts like that.
Are they already oil? You think they're already oil filled, or are you gonna just put oil in them?
I'll probably put oil.
They never oil fill them things, man.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna leave that. Hear me huffing and puffing walking down the street. That's total walk of shame. I should have drove the truck down here.
I've done that when you know that place where I run with the buildings, the old looking buildings. the old buildings. I've done that on that property. My car's flipped. Bye, CK.
All right,
Sorry,
CK.
CK. I
CK.
wasn't watching
Good
that.
night, man.
See you, CK.
Take the part out of there, remove it. Okay. Let's go find the crash now. Actually, both of them crashed. The other one just stayed on its wheels.
Well, stay with my aunt want. Hopefully it's not bad news.
What body are you going to use? You don't want to wreck that Skyline.
I don't care about that Skyline.
I don't care. Just a body. Isn't yours a drift car though? It's supposed to be a
Yeah.
drift car.
Yeah, his is the drift version.
Let's stop it there. Oh shit.
See you, 907.
See you, Robert.
Where did you say you got the 86 body from, Josh?
My local hobby shop. It's the
A lot of people use those particular bodies for drifting.
yeah, it's a Yokomo drift body.
I remember when that car came out in the 80s. And they were twin cameras.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were producing 125 horsepower at the time. But in our country they were called the Corolla. So
Right.
now what would be cool is if you could find the 2023 Corolla GR body. That would be cool. 300 horsepower, 3-cylinder. I'm surprised no one's made one yet. Mine makes the Yaris GR, but no one's made the Corolla version yet.
I think I sent the C clip into oblivion.
Huh?
That I think I sent a C clip into oblivion. Probably landed under Brad's chair with that mouse.
You talking about the mouse? I haven't seen him in a while. I wonder what happened to him.
I thought you wanted rid of him. Now you miss him. Make up your
No,
mind.
I'm hoping he's gone, and that's why I haven't seen him. Or he took the bait and died in his nest. But I don't smell anything yet.
You killed the poor mouse? No.
He certainly didn't run into any of the traps that would glue him to the thing.
Gotta wait and see if parts show up. But I'm happy to know that the 45-45 will work. Barely, but it works.
I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it.
I couldn't do the same thing as Kurt.
So why don't you get your son's TTO2, or is it a TTO1?
My local hobby shop, he runs a chop shop. So
Oh.
he parts out cars and stuff. And I went in there and asked him, I said, you got any TTO2s? And he's like, yep. $80.
You got any of them? You got any of
Oh,
that crack?
nice.
Right.
TTO2s, baby. I need some TTO2s, baby.
So we got
Yeah.
it home. It had a 15 turn HPI
All right,
motor in
thanks,
it.
babe.
And which Keith you still want, right?
Yes.
What?
He's in his zone.
Oh, yeah, an M chassis.
Well, Keith said he wanted the 15 turn HPI motor for his MO6.
Oh,
Yeah.
But it had bearings all through it. It was already all set up. We just had to put some shocks on it and drive shaft, and obviously tires now.
Nice.
And then he picked out this body, which was the last one of the A plastics, but now he's got the foams on it. It's all set up. He should break 60 with these tires. They're a little bit taller and they shouldn't blow apart.
I was surprised. I'm surprised some body work didn't have get damaged from a blowouts like that.
Oh, it blew the back bumper off. I had to redouble side tape it back
I
on.
blew the back.
Since this bumper is a separate piece, it blew it off onto the road. And there's some marks on the inside of the body because you can see where the tire came apart. Like right here is a thin spot. You might be
I've
able to see it a little bit lighter.
I've seen in racing that I've seen when tires blow out, they sometimes start doing body work damage on a 1-to-1.
Yep.
The racing
I've
goes on,
lost-
boom, and the tire just blows out and it crashes the sidewall, the tire area. I want to see that toxic turtle work.
Mhm. Someday.
Someday over the rainbow.
Tank, you said your ESC is an 80 amp? The red one or the?
Yeah.
I've been a
No, it's
little
the new
worried
one.
about. Been a little worried about throwing 3S on that with this motor.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm only gonna run 8.4 volts. So it should be fine. That's the NIM on it. So
Oh, that one will do brushed. The red one.
no, sorry. The one I'm running on this right now with the 6.5 turn is 120 amp.
The 120 amp. Okay.
For the,
See, mine's only the 80
for the
amp,
brush.
so I was worried about putting
Oh.
3S.
well,
That's
I
why you're running too.
3S on my I did put 3S on the 80 amp, 60 amp. I put 3S on the 60 amp, just did like 2 or 3 passes at 41 miles an hour, and it was okay. But mind you, I
Right.
only did 3 passes. I do a lot.
Yeah.
Right. I can't remember what Hobby Direct said this one's good for. Which the DR10 is a 60 amp and you can run 3S on it. I don't know why I'm worried so much, but having sent an ESC to the other land before.
Yeah, I don't like doing that. I don't mind breaking a car, but it's when the ESC or motor and all that crap out on you, you're like, shit.
When it burns up.
Yeah.
Technically, sometimes those things, when they go bonkers, they destroy your car anyways.
Yeah, they melted down.
Yeah. So you're getting double the damage. So
It'll burst to 380, and I don't think this motor ain't gonna pull 380 amps.
aren't there ones that are over 1,000 amps?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's 12S ESC. What is it, the Max 4? Or
Max 4, Max 5 now too. It's 12S.
And who makes that?
Wow.
Hobby Wing.
Hobby. Okay. So they have more powerful ESCs than Castle.
Yep.
Castle
right
goes
now.
to 8S on there. What, XLS2?
XLX2, yeah. Ooh. But their
The
four, the
size
Max
of
4 is
yes,
huge.
size of
Sorry.
USC and size of motor usually goes with the scale of truck you're trying to use, and
Right.
also 4x4 or not. That's why they say short course truck 2x4 needs a smaller engine or smaller power than a 4x4 would.
Yeah. Plus it's lighter.
Yeah.
That's why I was looking at new motors and ESCs, but I got this one dialed in now, so.
Yeah, well, you know that Tommy put a 7700 without a slipper clutch in the BBX, the BB01, and it worked fine.
Yeah, but
That-
we're not seeing
That's a
how long they
damn
run it.
good gearbox.
We're letting this
Hey.
thing hang wide open as until we run out of signal, basically.
Yeah.
Hey, Keegan.
What's up, Green Frog? 1.21 gigawatts.
Minimum. The flux capacitor gets full at that time.
I guess I can check and see how many RPMs this thing turned on its last run. Oh, I
Now,
broke
if,
my,
Oh, you just broke it.
it's 3D printed. I'll just print another one.
I know that's why
Or I cut 'em.
I couldn't run that other body. Cut the poles too short.
Yep.
It looks good sitting on the shelf, but not driving around.
Hey, Kirk,
What were
when
we
you
saying,
hit
thanks?
that 80 miles an hour with the flux capacitor, didn't you go back in time? That's what
Yeah.
speed
Gotta
you
be
hit.
88.
I'm sure it's 88, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
88.
it's
That's
gotta be
88 miles an
Okay,
hour.
88.
I didn't quite make it. I crashed before I got there.
Maybe it would have hit 88.
That's what you need to do in your video, Kurt. Get it to my bus and have it chasing you. Take
Yeah.
Hey, Green Frog.
That's what CK needs to do. He's good at that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how well it'd go over though with terrorists hanging out the window.
Terrorists and flames going down the road.
Didn't he make a fourth movie recently that they're planning that they made, but they haven't brought it out yet?
I think they're working on it right now. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm surprised he's
I
doing
was
it.
looking at all the projects I have on the go, and I got to stop making new projects and finish the one I have. Like, it's ridiculous.
Was that a Red Bull Frank?
No, it's Montpellier. It's just fizz water. It's just water with air,
Carbonation.
carbonated water.
29,390 was the RPM I hit
For. Oh yeah.
on that 51 mile an hour out of this car.
That's cool. You can see all that with that.
It has the last peak,
Hmm.
like everything at its top value. Like it's not the castle, obviously, you can break it down. But I
Yeah, that's
added
right.
6 degrees of timing in it.
You can get that castle that, what is it, a Sidewinder 3 and a 7700 kV motor for
Yeah.
100 and a quarter or something like that.
See, I could add boost with my turbo and bring in more at a certain RPM. The ESC hit 136 degrees, the motor only hit 109. I think it'll take it.
I'm
Yeah.
just that don't they still make the Blitzer Beetle rims and tires? Because some of
Yeah.
my spikes are getting to nibs.
They still have all those. They're not like the fastest in shipping, but they have them.
So what's Sarge doing tonight?
Oh, I'm over here right now. I'm messaging my aunt. I just found out some stuff about my biological mother that I'm talking to her about. So I'm
Okay.
just sending messages right now, but catching up with
Okay.
her a little bit and formulating what I plan on, what I want to do, if I want to enter this race or not. Because if I do it, I have to get a set of tires. Like these rally things that I have, they're not gonna work. They'll blow apart. But yeah,
Yeah,
I think I'm
depending on
gonna.
the speed you're gonna hit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
These
do it.
foams I'm running with rims were $19.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna try something like that. Amazon special. I do the
Yep.
Amazon special. Good price for
They have
you.
a lot of specials.
I think the contacts are only what, 22, Kurt? Or is that 22 a
22
pair?
That's
for
not bad.
a pair. Yeah, you gotta buy 4 of them. Oh. So it'd be
That's
44
44.
bucks. Which are good. They're very good foams though.
Oh yeah. I figured if we start creeping up on our speed, I'm gonna have to shell out a little more for a better tire. But
I mean,
these have held up pretty decent.
I've crashed a few times and I still, knock on wood, there's no chips or nothing in them.
Well, I had this thing on its side. If you saw my video, it like totally came up on its side and spun
Yeah.
around. It didn't chip it. I thought for sure, I'm like, oh, there goes the tire.
That's what I thought too on my last one. When I saw something fly off it, I'm, oh, there's a tire.
There goes a chunk of tire.
But it wasn't. It was the GPS flew off of it.
Oh, that the GPS is a lot bigger than the chunks.
Well, I thought it was a whole tire. Just a black thing flew off, you know, when it's way down the street. I'm half blind
Kurt, what you
anyways.
put a spool in your stuff or what? How do you even get a spur gear in here to work with this stock shaft? I'm like, man, you must have to do
It's
some
a-
serious modifications.
It's a 5mm shaft. It just slides right over it.
And you grind it down a little bit
Yeah, you gotta grind down
so the
the,
grub screw fits.
yeah, where the plastic, where the grub screw goes around and everything, or the shaft, just make it flat. I didn't even do that. I did it real tight. It flattened it itself because it's just pot
Use
metal.
a spool, some little spool thing or something?
What do you mean some little spool thing?
Where your spur gear sits, you have that drive shaft and it kind of slides into
It's what-
something.
Yeah, that little metal drive shaft. It's actual metal. It's like a pot metal or whatever it is. In the front
Yeah,
or back, I guess it is.
yeah, the back.
That
I'm
just
gonna take
comes
it
out of
apart
there
and
where
look
your
at it.
spur gear is. You pull the little pin out and pull your spur gear off and just slip on a whatever you want to
Yeah,
slip
yeah.
on there. Yeah.
But your setup, Kurt, looks like a spool.
Well, it's a big spur gear. That's why.
Spurt 2 pinions together, they look like a spool.
But I will say, Sergeant J, go with Kurt's design. The 48 pitch is a lot harder to get.
Yeah. Yeah, to buy
I always thought
mod ones, he's probably got a whole box of mod ones, so.
I do. I have a bunch of my one opinion gears. I just don't have what I think I don't have the right everything else that I
You
need.
need a
I
20,
swear the on-road
26,
card-
27.
I swear the
Or-
on-road cars that they make are 48 pitch. I swear that they're supposed to be.
26, 27, so that would be what?
It's the size, Brad.
26 plus 27. So 53, if you have two gears that match 53, it should work.
Well, you can only have the center, the spur side so small. Because the motor won't adjust over enough. That's what I ran into, because I put a 40 some on there. I
Yeah,
put
but
a,
did you total 53?
no, I'm totaled at 90, but I'm
Okay.
48 pitch.
Yeah, but
So
if you
with
had
his,
if you had two gears and
Yeah.
a total 53, it shouldn't matter what's what, right? Because on the he's got the stock motor mount. So if he puts it in the last spot that it'll go, it should just slide into each other.
yeah, however yours fit, as long as it's the outer diameter of the spur is the right size,
Yeah.
because the motor is only going to go over so far. Now, if he ran like a 23 30, it still should touch,
Yes.
but he's only going to be able to come over so far before the motor will actually hit the drive shaft. That's what I ran into, because I had my 45, the biggest one I could find, and 48 pitch, but when I put a 41 over, it wouldn't touch, because the
Oh,
41
okay.
is too small.
Yeah, and I put Allen screws back in it. We took all them Phillips. Well, if I took a Phillips out, I put an
Yeah.
Allen back in. That'll be one thing I do. One thing I do on the next one. Be no more Phillips.
I got extra drive shaft cups, so I could take it back to normal when this is all done, because I've been enjoying this car.
Then you need a lot more torque because you're running it off road.
Oh yeah, I'll probably just put a little motor back in mine as long as it doesn't get destroyed, you know.
I mean, I still have my 6,500 kV Spectrum setup sitting over here that I haven't put in. We have a whole month.
What do you got there? You got
All
those
sorts
Yeah,
of
when is
stuff.
this thing?
hose?
And
when
the
is this
next
thing
month.
over?
Type of rims I could run.
I'd run the flat ones,
Three different
Tank.
types of rims. The what?
The flat ones.
The ones with the white rim,
Yeah.
white and black.
They are vented. They are vented.
Yeah, Sarge, you got to the end of September. So you got plenty of time to.
Oh yeah. You got plenty of time of screwing up, fixing it, and trying again and screwing up again.
Yeah.
Hey, Queenie.
Plus the parts are a lot easier to get than a semi.
Hey, Queenie. Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's working. He's already modifying his car.
Yeah, just take that out. Oh, you got mod one? What, you got a 27 tooth mod one? 5
I don't know
millimeter
about
shaft?
27.
Why, man, you ain't got a 27. What's wrong with you?
27. That's too buku.
That's cause I had already done this already. And I know you don't have small
Where's
small
the-
spur
hey.
gears on, like 40, 48 pitch. Or I
You
mean,
gotta tell
30,
him where.
32
gotta
pitch.
tell
Not with enough teeth. Not with enough teeth,
Yeah.
for
He'll
sure.
probably figure it out, but you gotta tell him about shimming the steering so it can go as straight as possible.
I never shimmed anything, Brad.
I thought you said you did.
I didn't touch it. This
No.
car is stock. The way the Mega
You
book
didn't
told me to
try
build
that.
it, that's how I built it.
I think the tallest pinion I have is like a 24. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, put 24 and 24. You're good.
No,
Oh, that's a big ass.
Won't
yeah,
touch.
right there.
Not unless he's got a, even with a adjustable motor mount, I won't touch on.
It'll be close.
Yeah.
You'll just
But
have to
yeah.
measure the outside.
He's trying to get 1-to-1 like a lot of you guys are.
I'm sure he's got a stock motor mount though.
Those
Yeah,
have
that's
like
all I have
5
in
different
here.
settings. I think there's those 5 different settings on the stock one.
Yeah.
You can get the adjustable right now for $9 on Amazon.
You
Yeah,
mean
I got it.
Yeah.
I
the
got it in the
metal
cart.
one?
Getting one.
What
Gotta
I
go
put in
bet.
mine.
Go ask the wife. I'm not even gonna go racing this weekend so I can spend some money on this car.
Dedication.
You guys should
Ah, it's
run.
just-
Your
you know, it's
son
just-
should watch.
It's just fun with everybody, involved in it. That's why.
Right.
I mean, if it was just me doing a speed run with it, it wouldn't be as fun, but I mean, it'd be fun, but
The guys that you race with should be cheering you on. Like,
So,
wow,
Brian,
look what he's done with the TTO2. Look how he wiped it out and it didn't break. Hey, Brian.
Brian, what? What's
What's up,
up, Brian?
Brittany?
Queenie, how's it going?
I forgot. Where did you get the Gallardo body from?
Oh, somebody gave it to me.
They
gave
it to
It was on a toy car before, but it fits
Yeah, it
perfectly on
looks like
here.
it was. It's a hard plastic, isn't it?
But now I'm gonna open up the back window here, so it gives me a scoop at the back where the air can come out of the body, so it doesn't parachute. So take this window out.
And the
Or you
engine,
could just put some packing tape around the front.
is open too. That might actually give you like a
Packing tape where?
pin.
Underneath, like to the foam bumper, to the
Oh,
bottom of the
underneath.
body, so it doesn't
Yeah.
scoop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see, I didn't have a problem with mine lifting up in the front. It was, like I said, when it spun around in circles. Hot air out
Because
of
there's
that
not
way.
that much, it's only where, like, a little bit
Right.
here, it's tight,
That's what I meant. If you just put a
but
piece of tape
it's
across it.
here.
Yeah, I didn't have
'Cause that
problem.
dude
It
with the
depends on your
crazy car-
body.
That may have been
Yeah.
a new bright. That may have been a new bright.
Crazy monkey.
Yeah. Brian Kurt is the fastest of our group. As of today.
Yeah.
Who knows what Mitchell has up his sleeve? He hasn't done another one.
Oh
recently.
yeah, I worry about him.
You
Mitchell
do
probably
worry about
already
him,
hit
don't
100.
you?
He's waiting to drop his video until next
He
month.
just needs to figure out how to keep his car on the ground.
Yeah.
He hits that 60 and it just wants to take off like an airplane.
Look at how that tire dwarfs that car. That's from one of your fifth scales, isn't it, Jason?
Yep.
And that tire still looks like it has plenty of tread left on it. It looks like it's still very usable.
It is. I just broke the rims, busted the rims bashing with it.
Yeah, just go to speedtechrc.com. Go get yourself a 26 and 27 tooth pinion. $6.99 each.
What are they made out of, metal or
And
aluminum?
yeah, of course, metal. I don't think they make aluminum. Mod 1.
Nope.
At the
You can
What
just
you
store.
mean?
drive over there
Xbox
and pick it
remote.
up,
There's
can't
one
you?
sitting right on the TV stand. You
I
just said
wanna know-
Xbox.
I'd like to know who made the titanium
TV remote. You say TV remote, not Xbox.
Titanium what?
pinion.
Oh,
Because that would take down rotating mass too, so titanium.
You're overthinking it, Brad. Rotational mass on that little tiny pinion. I don't think there's a lot of mass there, but they're okay.
Hey, Eric. Hey, Randy.
Hey, Randy.
Hey, what's up, Randy?
Can you make a
Question.
TTO1 go fast? Do you have a TTO or TTO2, Randy? Make it go fast. Join the club.
Yeah, he has a 4-tech. He doesn't have any TTO2s.
I
80
hope
miles an hour, huh, Kurt?
poor boy does the.
What's up?
80 miles an
I
hour.
hope,
Yeah.
I hope poor boy does the M chassis next. It'd be fun to having that
Yeah.
M chassis race.
He's going to have to say it doesn't matter if it's a rear or front wheel drive.
What is an M chassis?
No, as long as it's an M chassis.
M chassis are 10 scale cars that fit on a smaller chassis that are based on subcompact cars mainly. And now they have the BDO1, and then there's the MFO1X, which is a 4-wheel drive. So he's got to specify if you could do a 2-wheel or front-wheel drive, or do both.
I wouldn't make it complicated. I would just say M chassis. Like, as long as it's an M chassis, go for it.
Even the MFO F, that one too.
Yep.
It's an M chassis.
With a 26 work, Kurt? Because
What?
you had to grind out the far side of your chassis, so a 26 would work, right?
Yeah, but if you have the stock motor mount, you can't get it close enough.
I don't.
Oh yeah, then you can adjust whatever you want. See, I don't know how close you can get. I couldn't get any closer to go smaller. That's why I went bigger with the
27.
pinion. Yeah. And it fit perfect on that last spot where you go to.
You guys are figuring out all these little nitbits to make
We're not
things
the
work.
first people to figure this out.
No. See, I want this new Porsche, this Porsche 911 GT3 992.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that thing.
You like that body? It's a good body.
Oh yeah.
That guy, believe it or not, the guy who has one of those is doing the speed run too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not speed run that car though.
Yeah, he would not speed run that body.
There, I just cut down some weight on my car. Now I have a
You're
hole
cutting
for
down
the air
weight.
exit.
You cutting down weight. I gotta add 400 grams to my car. I'm trying to figure out where to put it.
Why are you gonna want to add weight to it?
Because
Bye, Guru.
the rules and drag racing say I have to weigh 2,400 grams.
Okay.
See you, Guru. Have a good night, man.
Oh, later,
See.
Guru. I didn't see you. Peace, Guru.
Go later, Guru.
I'm at
Now
I'm
I
at
gotta put a wing.
2000, and that's with the wheelie bar. I changed the wheelie bar from I had 3D printed one, changed that to aluminum. Even put brass standoffs on it, and that gave me like 50. But
Sarge got the Dremel out.
Okay, so Sir Triplet says, Randy says, besides the Fortec, I have a team associated Ahuna truck and Ahuna corn, as well as a few JR speed cars and 2 low-C drag cars.
Well, you can't compete. Sucks to be you.
TTO1 or TTO2.
That's the rules, and we don't make it up. We don't make the rules.
I'm glad Keith didn't want the car now.
He's having too much fun.
Yeah,
And he's finding out the limits of that chassis too. So
because I'll
Yeah,
cut it up.
Kurt-
I'll
Kurt-
cut it up more to put another pinion in that thing.
Kurt's almost a convert for the company because it's taken so much.
So I'm pretty sure I can get a bigger spur, make a pinion, spur gear in there. I just need the motor mount to slide the motor away a little more.
What do you want? A 40?
That's too big. Probably just like 2 more teeth, I think. I think I put it up to the. I think I put it up to the stock spur gear, and it was pretty, almost the same size. The 26 that's in there right now.
I wanted to try to do some testing and tuning for my drag cars. I wasn't doing anything full speed, and then on my DR10, I got up to 75% trigger pull, dead straight. Gust of wind went, parachute down. I went, oh no, because I didn't know it was gonna be windy, so I went out this afternoon, and the cold front came through, and man, so now I'm going to try to figure out if I can make an aero kit for the bottom to cut
I
down.
think Thingiverse has at least the side wings.
Oh, I have the side wings, and on my Nova, I have the side wings. Actually, it wasn't the Nova; it was the Pinto that did it. So
That nitrous.
No, the motor, Lamborghini motor.
Looks good.
Sweet.
Too bad you're gonna fuck it all up.
Probably. That's half the fun of it.
Yeah, right.
Then I get to fix it.
Hey, you got a nice hard body too to protect everything. So that's how my body is. It's thick.
what I probably
Frank could have painted that engine himself if he wanted to.
what I probably need to do
What?
is go into CAD and get, because I have the 3D print for the arrow, for the nose splitter for the Nova. And the only thing that doesn't line up is the holes. If I could just go in there and just widen the hole, measure the holes and widen them and change it in CAD, I can probably print it to an object and take the object and print it to an STL file.
Right. You can do it as with Mesh Mixer too.
Yeah, I might do that tonight, because all I gotta do is measure the holes, center to center.
That's how
Make
My
sure
buddy
those
Chuck
spin,
did that.
Tank.
Make sure they spin.
Mine, when I put mine on, they wouldn't spin or hitting.
Oh.
I had to do that with my Vortec too. I had to dremel down the knuckles and all that stuff on the Vortec way down. Get them to work.
Oh, I think next week we're doing some more testing at tune. I need to bring my GoPro and some more cameras. You should see how many ESCs burn up when they do Outlaw. Oh my!
Oh yeah, dude, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Pile of
Oh, my
ESCs
God.
and batteries. And
Yes, I'm like, this one car was sitting on the line. He prepped it, got the sticky stuff on there. Watch the light. You went to pull the trigger. It went, and
yeah,
I'm like, wow.
What are they doing that's causing that problem?
They're sticking too hard to the track.
They're sticking too hard to the track.
Ah,
And most of those guys out there don't run a slipper cut clutch.
No.
So it's no.
they do that every Sunday.
Yep.
Sunday.
$200
Watch your ESC and batteries go up in smoke.
Yeah, they post the cars running into curbs and blowing up and exploding.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's fucking
it's
horrible.
almost every 9 times out of 10, the ones I saw the day that hit a curb, it was either a wheel or a battery or both.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there goes smoke.
You don't want any part of that, do you?
Nope.
I'm already in it. It's too late. I already popped one ESC. That was my own fault.
What, the ESC you popped?
Mm-hmm. I forgot to turn down my trim on my brake, and when I went to brake, I usually have it like at like 25% because I trigger to slow down. No, I had 100%, so I went to full reverse. But that gives me an excuse. I don't have to get one right now because I have another one, a replacement. But that gives me, I get to go shopping now.
The DRK is really easy to use.
That's what I heard. That's what's on my mind.
So what ESC did you burn up?
Oh, it was my ticket.
Oh, a Tekin.
Mm-hmm. It
You
was
would've
an
thought
old
better,
one.
but
It was an RS Pro Gen 2. It was an old one. Still a good one, but it was an old one.
Tekins are expensive anyways.
No, I can get a good one. The one I want is only $189.
That one Tank Scout is a great one. That RX-8.
It's already got the programming card for it. I mean, I can still use the motor. I just burn the motor up, then I get a motor.
I bet you've seen plenty of tires go flying too.
No, not actually. I've seen tires blow up. Foam tires.
Foam tires blowing up, that must be something to see.
Just either they're not glued right, or it's too sticky, or they outran them.
They still make those things for foam tires, the little lathe, right?
What?
They still make a lathe for the foam tires.
I don't know. I don't use foam.
Yes, they
All
do.
mine's all. I don't know. All mine's no prep.
It's how you true them.
Yeah.
Because they race. Yeah, they use them for racing.
Right.
These tires are way better than these. Were friggin' wide. They were sticking out of the body. These are perfectly inside.
Yeah, and with that solid face rim, it'll help with aero.
Well, whoever put these rim together screwed up bad because this is the deep dish, and they put the narrow slick and they put the wide slick on the narrow rim. Makes kind of
Oh
the
man.
balloon, and this one actually makes it go in. So whoever glued this screwed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stuck the wrong tire on the wrong rims. There's a lot of glue. So for me to unglue this, I'm gonna have to heat it up or just say fuck it.
Okay.
My 3D printed drag tires work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I printed in one piece instead of two. And then
The fronts.
no, they're rears. I made them out of I didn't go 100%. I wanted a little air in there just in case. I went 80, and I did like 4 or 5 runs on them. I haven't put them on a balancer yet to see if they're out of balance. I want to wait.
I've seen with Wonder One dragsters, they put marks on the rim and the tire to see how much the rim slipped inside the tire.
Yeah, you mark them at the valve stem.
Yeah.
Burn out tires, go have fun. Randy said.
Well, fellas, I gotta work. So
Yeah, good
I'll
good
see
for
ya.
you too.
You going, Josh?
Hey,
All right,
Gems.
Josh.
Good,
Yeah.
Good
Josh.
night.
Bye.
Later,
Yeah.
Josh. How we going, brother?
Check your mail, man.
I will, brother. Later.
Yeah.
Later.
Hey, Brandy, when's a good time to call you? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Never.
I talked to him on the phone actually, so it's happened.
It was a joke,
Oh, yeah?
Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
Has it happened, Brad?
I've
Has it
talked to him
happened?
several times.
Has it happened?
I'm not getting all into all that damn traction and foam tires and bodies that don't even look like cars. No. I almost stick to no prep.
Not yet.
Got a McLaren too.
Because my stock class is the index class, it's 2.5. It's 250 class. You can only run a 2.50. Can't go any lower.
All right.
Hey, Kurt, do you see all the cracks in this rims?
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Superglue it.
That's gonna obliterate when using
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Superglue it.
Yeah, you could put some glue on
These-
there.
Would even
My brother
would
gave me
even
these rims,
would
but
even shoe glue work?
Nah, super
you don't
glue would
want
probably be
shoe glue.
better.
Nah, you don't want a shoe goo.
You want super glue.
Sugar was too
Something
thick.
I am not
thin.
gonna run
Yeah, you want
these.
something thin.
Yeah, I had 8 set of these tires. Well, eight tires, but I took 4 of them with no cracks. So that's the one I got on here
Oh.
with no cracks. But like, there's one set with crack. This is cracked.
Those would be good.
This
Just
is
glue
cracked.
them, and those would be good for like a stock car or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't
That's
spin
why I'm
that
keeping
fast.
them just for bashing around or just having
Yeah.
fun, but not for speed.
Your little races or whatever.
Yeah, hey, Frank, when are you gonna start running some just Tamayas for the races?
They're too slow.
Oh,
Too slow, Brad.
finally done.
I probably will just for the fun of it.
I like drag racing. Drag racing is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I want some money too.
Yeah, if it's well organized.
Oh,
If
nice.
it's well organized, yeah.
I want like
You guys
80
using
bucks
a timing
tonight.
tree?
I mean, yeah, I want $80 tonight.
So you're using a timing tree and all that?
Yeah, you got a timing machine with timing slips, stage, pre-stage, well, pre-stage, stage, and
All
depending on your bracket and your speed depends on how the timing tree goes.
All on 132 feet.
Yeah. And there's prep and no prep.
They do them both the same day.
On the same track.
Ah.
They have a groove. The groove is only like 2 inches wide. And it's only about, I don't know, 2 or 3 feet long. It's like two tire marks from RC cars. Where you go to the left or the right of that, there's nothing there. That's just bare street.
Are they planning? Has anybody ever thought of doing some variations with the drag racing? I mean,
There's a lot of variations. There's a lot of variations. You got front wheel drive, you got rear wheel drive, you got four wheel drive, you got stock, pro mod, street, super street, motorcycle. I mean, you got all kinds of different types of classes.
because I remember I saw people taking the all-wheel drive TTO2s or the four-wheel drive.
Maybe what? Messed up what?
They were dragging them.
The drain to the what?
They
What
were
do you mean
dragging.
messed it up?
You unmuted there, Sarge.
Yelling at his kids.
Yeah. Brad thought he was talking to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, there's a lot of classes. Look it up and see. Just look up RC drag racing, and you'll see how many classes there are.
Oh, yes, I know.
Types of races they do.
you also have people who are doing nitrous draggers.
No, we don't have any no gas, no nitro. I know there is, but we don't have any. Everything's electric. Everything's 2S. There are no 3S, 6S, 15S. Everything's 2S.
I'm glad it's still popular. I thought it was dying again, but it seems like it's very popular.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, you
Certain
seem to be
areas.
popular where you live, so
Just certain
It's-
areas.
You gotta go out there and look. I had to do a little research. It's not gonna pop up at you. You gotta do your research. And luckily with social media, all I gotta do is type in RC drag racing and there goes the rabbit hole.
Oh, it's a lot better tank, track tank.
where do you go in Virginia?
Oh, lost a wheel.
Where do I
Drag?
go in Virginia? I go all
Yeah.
over Virginia.
All over Virginia?
Yeah, I might be going to Maryland at the end of here. Yeah, matter of fact, in about another 2 weeks.
So just like in 1-to-1 drag racing, they have them all over the country where you see who does the best.
Yeah.
How far are you willing to travel?
Anywhere I can go.
You could, well, where you live, you could easily do Maryland, the Carolinas. Those will be easy for you.
If I can go to Florida and that's 13 hours, I can go anywhere. Driving is not the problem. It's the cash in my pocket.
Yeah, you would go to Arizona if you could.
If I'm going, I wouldn't drive, I'd fly.
You'd fly to Arizona. That would take a couple of days to drive to Arizona. So
No, I wouldn't. It'd take a day and a few hours. It'd take you about 30 hours.
that's fast because that's what it takes to go to Ohio to Colorado.
Damn, what are you driving? A Greyhound bus? I drove from here to my daughter's wedding in Kalman, Texas 2 years ago, and it took us 25 hours.
Well, my friend was driving the speed limits, and he managed to get there in 30 hours to go to Colorado. But don't forget,
he drove the speed limits. How many times did he stop?
he stopped. I don't know how many times he stopped. I know they had a layover in one of the states, so they slept for a few hours and then went again.
That don't count. that don't count.
Well, how long do you think it would take you to go to Colorado?
From here,
Yeah.
if I wouldn't do it nonstop. It's too far.
Well, they just went to Minnesota, and that was going to take almost 12 hours.
Phil, in 8 hours, I can get to a lot of states.
I think he said 10 to go from here to Minnesota, where they're to the Twin Cities.
Let's see.
I don't know who in their right mind would sign up to take a test, right? Because you got to pay money for it and then not study for it. That's what my daughter did. I was like, what is wrong with you? She took the permit test for a license, knowing she had to study, and it was a small fee to take the test and then study for the damn thing.
Wow.
I was like, what are you doing? Like, did you even study for this? You know, because, not that much. And, oh, man. You thought you was just going to pass this on hopes and prayers.
She
That's
thought she was
crazy,
going to be
man.
smart enough to pass.
Without studying, never drove before, never been behind a wheel.
Huh.
Don't really pay attention to the traffic signs when your parents are driving and trying to teach you stuff. I don't know, man. It's a hard skill. Tell yourself you don't pass it.
Yeah, kids know everything. Didn't you know that?
Yeah, they do. They sure do. She got everything figured out, man. It's crazy. It is wild.
I tell kids these days, it's like I was born before there were cell phones. I remember when cell phones came in. I was like, so you're not telling me anything about the cell phone. And the way these kids talk to their parents, I'm like, please let me have your child for a couple hours.
Oh, there was a kid today at the school. We went to the back to school thing for the middle school. Man, there was a girl in there, and she's friends with my daughter. They started chatting and stuff. But when we first walked in this classroom, this girl was telling her mom off and rolling her eyes at her. And this is a 12-year-old. And I was like, oh man, if that was my wife, man, we would have been gone. We would have been back to the car. She would have been getting it.
It's a vicious cycle though, because we can't discipline the kids, Marcos. It's called child abuse. So if we do abuse our children because they're acting up, they take them away. They're in foster care. Then they wonder why they want to go rob banks, shoot up people, and kill everybody inside. But you took them away from us because we're trying to discipline them. No. So
Yeah,
I mean,
we came from well, definitely you and I, Eric, came to. We were born where we were disciplined by that way.
but
Hell, most of us on this panel right now were raised like that. I'm younger than everybody else and was still raised like that.
shit, I raised my kids like that. What you talking about? I was like, call the cops. I was like, I dare you. I was like, you think you got it bad now because I'm beating your ass because you got in trouble? Okay, call the cops. You won't live here anymore. I said, I can guarantee you that. And they went, huh? I said, they'll come take you away. You'll live with somebody else, and they'd be in jail. No more.
That's a crappy life, man. Two of my brothers lived that life growing up.
And it's all because
Foster home to foster home.
grown. Every one of my kids, I'd beat that ass.
You could just we could all just go run some RCs and live our life, you know.
Yeah.
Keep it simple. Run some RCs and have a good time.
But then again, my kids weren't bad kids. They just did stupid shit.
Yeah, mine too.
You know, playing with matches, you know, going to the neighbor's house and staying over there longer than they should have, or going out, sneaking out in the middle of the night, going play in the backyard. Stupid shit like we all did.
Nope.
That's what kids are supposed to do. Kids are supposed to do stupid shit. That's how you learn. But not
But they have to learn the consequences for it.
Mm-hmm.
I always
Kirk,
tell
what you said that
somebody,
website's called?
But Speed Tech RC.
Okay. I'm gonna build a cart.
Use when you check out, put Kurt's RCs, one word. I'll give you 10% off.
uh-oh, it's time to go shopping.
That's free to deliver, or no shipping either.
Shit, I can go shopping.
B-Tex with TEK, right?
TEK, yeah.
There we go. Here we go. Look at that right there, right there.
Yeah. Oh, snap.
You said I need a 26 too?
I have a
Damn,
27 and a
got,
26 tooth in there.
they got a lot of spools in here, man.
Yeah.
Is that what you're ordering, the spool?
No, just go to gears and do
Just
a
a gear, right?
mod 1
So,
5mm.
He's using 2 pinions.
Yeah.
What he's doing.
gears. 5mm mod 1.
It's
Oh, I
ingenious.
fit in
Whoever
the-
thought 2 pinions could be a spur and a pinion together?
That's a simple one, Brad.
I know.
That's common sense.
All right, let's keep going up. You said 27 and a 26.
Yeah.
So you want one of each
Yeah.
with the stock motor mount?
Yes.
That's pretty cheap.
I gotta put another fan on my motor. With I had a 75 tooth spur gear with a 29 pinion. It got a little warm. We got up to 187. Put a fan on it. It got it down to 172. I still don't like that though. I want to be like 150, 160, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, he's even come down on his spur or his spools too. He was way up there, man. It was almost $100 for the gear and spool and all that. Now it's like $45 or something. It's cutting out all the middlemen. Damn, that hasn't gotten very many views. I knew that was what those nitro races.
E-Tech is by JJ Customs.
Yes.
Nice. Awesome. I like the support.
Yeah, and they're pretty
Got
good
those-
gears. I haven't had any issues with them. So
All right.
And-
I'm gonna
and I
try
tell
out those
them-
2 gears then. So you said I need to put a flat spot on there, right? So I can mount a grub screw.
I don't even do that, man.
Really?
Just crank it down real tight. It'll make an impression in it.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what-
okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
that's
yeah.
down
I just
there,
gotta
though.
find the right spot. I'll
I mean,
find the
'cause-
spot where it needs to line up and all that, and then
Yeah, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
judge it and move it, and like I said, you're gonna have to do more grinding too. Because where the motor mount one goes, you're gonna have to grind that sidewall out.
yeah, I started doing that with the Dremel, so just to get it going
Yeah,
and quickly saw, yeah, that needs to be done.
yeah. I went through like I don't know, like 8 of those little sanding barrels.
Hmm.
Yep, just grind it a little way at a time till it fits in there. So you get it where it lines up right. That's all I did. Then you have to grind a little bit more, a little bit more.
Yeah, one of these has a spool, but it's way too fast for me right now. That's what I forgot to do. I gotta see how fast they go. I forgot my damn performance analyzer at home on the charger. So does that run count? That 80-mile-an-hour run count, Kurt? Or
We're gonna find out and see if he counts it or not. He's counted everybody else crashing, so
You're in good
you know.
shape then. You're in good shape then.
Yeah, we'll see. I said it on there. I said I'm not gonna count it because of that, but
He'll contact you, said, yeah, it counts.
I said if you want to count it, then you can count it,
Hey, Spin Rush.
CJ, what's up?
Up Spin Rush. All right. Yeah, I posted that for the morning, so you'll watch it in the morning there, Brad.
Actually, I stay up pretty late on these days.
About to get off here. Give me some ice cream.
Yeah, I gotta go eat dinner.
I did that twice.
Where's Frank? Oh, there you are, Frank. Sorry. I'm in pain. I'm forgetting. I'm not seeing things.
All right, fellas. I will talk to y'all manana.
All right,
Bye, Eric.
Later. Peace.
Where-
Not at work, not at home.
I think I might try to. I don't really need to order this right now, but I think I do.
So Kurt had he'll say, Kurt's RC had a crash at 80 miles an hour, and I'm counting it. He's ahead of everybody now.
We'll see Sunday when you post it.
He's got a lot of channels to review. Holy cow.
I know, and people keep posting multiple videos. It's like, guys, you know,
There's people who are actually doing both brush and brushless.
do a video or maybe 2 a week. You know, now you're doing. Some guys are doing like 5, 6, 7, and then and tagging his name on it. It's like, man, I didn't realize that was fucking.
I don't know how he
for
does it.
shipping.
He lives in Toronto, right? He lives near Toronto, Frank?
Hoover.
4 boys.
Lives in Vancouver.
Oh, he lives in British Columbia. Okay. He's he's got the same time as Kurt.
That's Kurt. Yeah, same time zone as Kurt.
Yep. I don't know why I thought maybe he lived in Manitoba.
We all get brain farts once in a while.
All these motor mounts are the same, pretty much.
Yes.
They're all the aluminum ones are all pretty much the same, right?
Yep.
That one, like $6 for shipping.
Just make sure it says for TTO2.
Yeah, okay. Oh,
Believe it or not, it's funny that the TTO2s and TTO1s are some of the most modifiable Tamiya cars out there, unlike just like the Claude.
oh,
Keith, what are you doing, man? You're quiet. It's unlike you.
I'm not doing nothing.
What?
I'm not doing nothing.
He's thinking. That's dangerous.
He's thinking of
Wants to keep his gerbil wet.
August 27th. When is that? No, that's not till next week. Huh?
Sunday, isn't it? Because the 25th is a Friday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Sunday.
still only Tuesday. Okay. I can deal with that. If you order in the next 2 hours, yeah, right. Lying motherfuckers.
So how many new parts are you getting for your car, Kurt?
Just one.
Just the shaft?
Oh, the drive shaft and the motor mount.
Ah, two.
Yeah, I should get the drive shaft Thursday, I think.
It's amazing that the original drive shaft's taking 80-mile-an-hour runs.
Yeah, I can't. I'm shocked that it's still together.
TTO2 versus Apex 2 Sport. I saw a
They're both
run
the
of
same
the
speed.
yeah, I saw a run of the Apex 2 Nissan, the Datsun. 3S, it'll do 29 miles an hour.
Well, probably with special gearing, yeah, but not stock.
No, he RC driver did it stock. He got 29 with 3S.
Oh, with 3S, okay.
On what vehicle?
On that Datsun 620.
Oh,
Apex 2. On 2S, you're running about 18 miles an
Yeah.
hour. It's about the same speed as the TTO1, TTO2. On 2S.
Kurt, didn't you do a run with a 8.4 volt? Someone did an 8.4 volt and had a special had a hump pack. Someone did a hump pack 8.4 and got over 30 miles an hour with it.
Not me. All right, scheduled.
Jason, how much stuff are you getting?
stuff. What are you talking about?
For your speed run? Just tires and
I'm gonna buy some foams and throw some gears on it and then see what happens. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not even gonna do a metal drive shaft, none of that.
Yeah, you don't need it.
well, you already have a metal drive shaft, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's plastic from the
Oh,
stock.
I thought it was metal on that one, on the drift one.
No.
But you are getting tires, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some foams. Find those cheap foams like Josh was talking about.
Yeah, they were what, $19 for 2 pair.
Yep. Oh, my oldest sister got her diploma in the mail.
Oh, nice.
She got a bachelor degree with a major in biological systems engineering. She's smart.
Does she want to do a master's degree?
She probably will at some point. I feel like I feel obligated now because my oldest brother got his. So I'm like, oh, you ain't gonna be the only one. I'm gonna get one too.
And how old's your
And then my
oldest brother?
sister's gonna be like, you ain't gonna be the only one. I'm gonna get one too.
How old is your oldest brother?
The oldest brother, he's 44.
Are you
44.
thinking when you get out of that service, you're going to go get some college stuff?
I've already completed a degree,
Uh,
so I have one already. Well, I have two, but one's just a regular associate's. That's nothing crazy. But I have my bachelor's in organizational management.
with the military service, you could easily do a master's real easy.
I wouldn't call anything easy, but easier, like to pay
Well,
for.
since
We'll
you
say
already
that.
have knowledge from being in the military, it would help you in your degree.
That doesn't necessarily translate to
You don't think it
college.
translates? You don't think it translates?
Your military service almost only in certain aspects transfers to anything you do in college. Most of what helps you with college is being structured and disciplined on completing a goal when you set one, that kind of thing. Outside of that, like, yeah, very few things directly relate to it to help you. You just gotta get in them books and study stuff and get it done.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go eat dinner. Get out of here.
Heck yeah,
Bye,
man.
All right,
Kurt.
Kurt.
Thanks, Brad.
Yeah.
See you, Jay.
Later, dude.
Keith.
Yeah, good night, Kurt.
Yeah, Brad, we're at 11:47. We passed our 2 hours.
I know. I was wondering when you were going to say something. You're so busy thinking of other things at this moment. So everybody who's in the chat, we're leaving now, and I'm glad all of you joined us tonight, even in the panel. So go crazy with the RCs. Crazy RCers.
See you all later. Cheers.
Yeah. See you later, guys.
Later, everybody. Fast break, fix, repeat.
Yeah. Go out there, break something, right, Brad?
No. Because I've done that too many times recently and it ticks me off.